Hey guys, Big Rat 3, Terry's back. It's late, I'm bored, I've seen a lot of TV. The only thing I've left on my DVR that's not, by the way, I don't know if I told you guys, I have something called Top 10. It's part of my subscription that I do, my season pass. The NFL Network does it, it's called Top 10. They do top 10 different things. It's honestly my favorite sports program that's not, an actual sport. It's by far my favorite on television. I try to watch once a night, even if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, even if it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I always watch once a night before I go to bed. I might want to watch one right now. There's top 10 rookies of the NFL, top 10 weather games, top 10 biggest upsets, top 10 draft busts, which I didn't get to see. I'm really pissed about that. Top 10 controversial calls. That's probably my favorite. Top 10 opening day moments. Top 10 players not in the Hall of Fame. Top 10 draft classes. What else do I have on there? Top 10 inspirational coaches. Top 10 biggest guts. Those are guys who fought through hard times. For instance, Brett Favre when his dad died and threw 4 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns the next day against Oakland. Top 10 draft steals. Top 10 draft trades. Draft trades. That sounds like a really boring subject. It was very entertaining. That's how good this is. Top 10 nicknames. God, there's top 10 passing combinations. There's so many of them. I have at least 8 on my DVR already. I still have more in the future. It's a very good show. Anyways, basically my DVR, all I have left is, that's TV-wise, but that's not wrestling and that's not football. It's House. But I haven't seen the past 3 episodes of House, so I won't be caught up with it. And Big Bang, same thing. I haven't seen the past 2 or 3 episodes of Big Bang Theory. So first, let me talk about my book situation. Basically, here's the message I got. Andre Giant's good, but you can do better. And that's what I thought. Really, I could have done better. I really could. No offense to Andre Giant. The main 3 books I saw were Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels, and Bret Hart. Bret Hart was mentioned a lot. Okay. I chose Bret Hart, and this is why. Since you guys know I'm one of the laziest persons alive, when I did my top 5 WWE vids, I forgot to, like I said, I keep DVDs, we keep them on the freaking other side of the house. That's why you rarely see me bring on DVDs, because it's such a hassle. And if you look right over there to the DVDs, I always forget to put them back. I'm too lazy to go over there and put them back. So that's why it's always a hassle. Anyway, since I did this a few weeks ago, this is the exact title of Shawn Michaels' books. Shawn Michaels' Heartbreak and Triumph. Eddie Guerrero's book has the exact same title, Cheating Death and Stealing Life. And they both these DVDs have documentaries. So I kind of feel like I'm getting already the same story with something I haven't seen yet. Now, Bret Hart's The Best There Is, God, man, I really am lazy. The Best There Is, The Best There Was, The Best That There Ever Will Be. His book is called My Real Life in the Cartoon World of Wrestling. That book won Book of the Year, and I haven't read Billy Graham or Gorgeous George, but I'm telling you now, I absolutely loved The Death of WCW, which won Book of the Year for the Wrestling Observer in 2004, and that was possibly one of my favorite books of all time. So I thought Bret Hart won in 07, let me get it. I know he's a whiner. Coffee Ninja B8 told me on Skype he's a whiner. Yes, I know he's a whiner. No big deal. It's a 700-page book or something like that. I'm excited to read it. Look, I like reading the wrestling biographies more of when they talk about certain matches and some behind-the-scenes information on a match that I didn't know. That's what I like looking at. I like looking at what it lives. I hope Bret Hart has a good happy ending. Look, Mick Foley's book was 520 pages, and his book ended in 1999. Bret Hart's ends in, I think it's 2002 when he had the stroke. Maybe it's 2007. I don't know. I heard he doesn't talk about the Hall of Fame or the DVD project in the book, and that bothers me to a great degree. If he complains how Vince sucks, and he doesn't say in the end, by the way, Vince put me in the Hall of Fame, I'll be upset. But I will read the book. I'm getting it tomorrow. It should be a good book. I read Dennis Leary's book again. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I actually got funny again. I was reading it in the car to school, and it's actually funny. And it's actually a little shorter than Bret Hart's book. Maybe I'll read Dennis Leary's book and finish it. Maybe I'll just read Bret Hart's and read Dennis Leary's in September or something. Because I rarely read during the summer. I read in car rides. That's where I mainly read. And so it's very unlikely that I'll read Bret Hart's book a lot during the summer. So expect that. Okay. The rest of this video is a non-wrestling video. If you don't want to hear about modern day television, just close the video right now. If you do, then keep listening. I personally think my favorite TV shows have gone fucking down the drain. Okay, now I know I haven't seen the last 3 episodes of House, but killing Cutner was by far my favorite character. I don't know if it's suicide, I don't know. I remember that whole episode. Please don't ruin it for me. If you comment, I hate it when people ruin TV shows for me. Wrestling's one thing, because I can still watch a wrestling match even if I know what's going to happen. TV, I definitely can't. I can't watch a TV show when I know what's going to happen. If you comment, you're blocked. I'm telling you right now, if you comment ruining House for me since I haven't seen it yet, you're blocked. I take it very seriously. You kill off Cutner, fuck you, House. How I Met Your Mother, possibly my favorite sitcom on television besides The Office. I was really looking forward to yesterday's episode. The first half of it was very, very good. And then they go to the part about why Ted gave money to the hobo. Basically, Ted was talking about how being in the right place in the right time, and he said during the whole episodes, there were 3 instances where it could not have been in this place. The first instance was, when I got out of my apartment, I wanted to turn left, but I turned right instead. Why? They showed a 6-minute story that Ted's bagel place used to be left, but it's pretty infectious and pretty gross, so he went right. Why'd he stop at the magazine stand? Show a 6-minute history, because Barney wanted to nail 200 women, and the 200th woman would be in the magazine. Boom! That takes time off him. And then why'd he cross the street to give money to the hobo? And when he got back from that, it started raining, and he was gonna walk through the street, but the sign wasn't on, so it would be jaywalking, so he had to stop, and then a girl comes towards him. Why'd he give money to the hobo? Because he paid $1 million for the charts, and he's gonna pay him $1 a day for 1 million years. Obviously, she's trying to trick the hobo. Still, if Ted has a good 70 more years to live, and every time he sees that hobo, he has to give him $1, what the fuck? And then they end it the way I really didn't like it. Fucking Stella. I really don't like it when they bring back this crap. Why does she ruin storylines? She ruined JD for me. I really wanted to see JD and Kim in Scrubs. I was really looking forward to that. I was praying to God, please don't hook him up with Elliot. I mean, it's not all bad. Actually, it's not as bad. It's actually a little better than I thought it would be watching the show now. But still, at that time, I was pissed. I see it sound like, what? What? No, fuck you. It's supposed to be how I met your mother, not how I met. It's not how I married your mother. It's how I met your mother. And my idea was the whole story was supposed to be how he met her. He met her already. If it's supposed to be married, it's supposed to be married. But heroes, I'm this close to never watching the show again. This show has been pissing me off for a really long fucking time now. Siler, what the fuck? They kill off Nathan, possibly my favorite character on the show besides Mohinder. They kill off Nathan. Well, and HRG. Oh, for those of you who don't know, HRG is Bennett. You kill off Nathan, and what's your plan? Have Siler, you have Parkman go into Siler's head, tell him you're no longer Siler, Siler's dead, you're now Nathan Petrelli, and act like Nathan, and since he has the history thing, which is a power they've never used until now, where you touch, and you remember everything in history. Like, if I were to touch this computer, I would know its entire history, how it was made, all that. Nah. They've never used that power before. Siler's way too many fucking powers. In the old days, used to gain a power an episode, and he never uses it. Like his lying power, which I really liked. His lying power, where you can detect someone's lying or not. They used that for 5 episodes, got rid of it. What the fuck? The history thing, it's the first time it's come back. They give Siler way too many powers. It makes him look unbelievable. So Siler is Nathan now. Technically, Siler thinks he's Nathan, and he looks like Nathan, but they had to be a Nathan because if someone found out that the senator had died and someone went to go after the president by someone with abilities, then people would never leave the heroes alone, and they told Parker that you have to do that for your son. Okay, I get that. Why the fuck do you kill Siler now? Why don't you kill him in season 1 the right way? You bring him back for season 2 all at the end, boom. I get my powers back. How was he saved at season 1? Molly Ringwald took him before he died, and then he kills Molly Ringwald. I mean, not Molly Ringwald, so I'm saying Candace. He kills Candace in like 6 fucking episodes. And with that thing at the end of the Chapter 5 preseason of Siler going, ooh, look, a clock, that's going to clearly say that Siler's going to be Siler again in a few seasons. He's going to come out of that body. Fuck you, heroes. Fuck you. But the worst of all time, in the Eclipse episode, when they said, okay, once the eclipse started, you guys don't have your powers. But once the eclipse ends, you guys will have your powers. How did they get their powers in the first place? By an eclipse. An eclipse, they looked at an eclipse, and they suddenly got powers. When the eclipse ended, they still had their powers. So when the eclipse came back, they lost their powers. And when the eclipse went away, they regained them? No! Why then in season 1, they get powers, and then when the eclipse goes away, they lose their powers? No! That makes no sense. This show has been pissing me off for a really fucking long time now. I'm this close to walking away. If season 5 doesn't entertain me within 5 episodes, I'm done with Heroes. Fuck Heroes. And I'm Big Red 310, and I am out. Peace.